Well, hello everyone. My name is Kristen Hampton, and as you may well be aware, today is the 45th annual celebration of the day of my birth, and I have invited a very special guest. This is the womb that carried me through 9 months, 9 solid months.
Yeah.
Okay.
You 1 week early.
1 week early, okay. And every year, what we like to do is allow my mother to recount that beautiful and glorious tale of when I was born. And so this year, she's going to do it. But what she doesn't know is all the props that I have. We're going to do a theatrical recreation to really bring you to the very moment, the day, the time, and all that when I was born. And my mom doesn't know. Mother, quit being worried. It's going to be fine.
Okay.
But she doesn't know any of the props that I have, and I think it'll probably be one of your favorite. Let me move this. Does that come all the way out? Yeah.
I think it is. Mine does.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Oh, now we can. Oh, that's perfect. Okay. Just don't fling your head back because you'll get the whiplash.
Okay.
Okay. So all I have asked my mom to do, she doesn't know anything about the things that I have. I have just asked her. A lot of you have heard this story before, but I can guarantee you've never heard it like this. And so I'm just going to get her to start from the top, and I'm going to help with some props to, again, really take you to the day, to the moment, and make it as realistic as possible that I was born. Okay, so Mother, if you would just like to begin.
Okay, well, let me preface it by saying Vidalia onions are involved in this story.
Okay.
Does everyone know what Vidalia onions are and where they come from?
You ain't got to get in every single look. They're from Vidalia, Georgia.
Yeah.
They're a specific group of counties, 5 counties in South Georgia, and they grow and they're delicious. They're very sweet. You can eat them like an apple. And go.
Okay, and they're only available, or at the time Kristen was born, they were only available several weeks out of the year, but they never were available before May, into April, first part of May. But anyway, on April the 30th, 1980, I got notice that Vidalia onions were available at the grocery store. Oh, geez.
Come on, get them.
Okay, and that's one of them, isn't it? Okay, and so even though I was felt like I was about ready to have Kristen, I had to have a bag of those Vidalia onions in my house before I left to go to the hospital. So I went to the grocery store, in there a few minutes, stood in line to buy a bag of Vidalia onions, and my water started leaking. It did not break in the grocery store, started leaking. Oh, jeez.
Carry on.
Yeah, that's about what it felt like. Anyway, paid for those, went home, felt okay. Went through the evening, decided at about 11:30, Johnny Carson's coming on, laid down in the bed to watch Johnny Carson, and lo and behold, flipped over, and there went my water. Honey, it was like a river, let me tell you that. It was more than a spray. Anyway, I jumped out of the bed, screamed for her dad. Of course, I had to have a shower before I went to the hospital to have her. Oh my God, I probably had to shave my legs, you're right. Anyway, jumped in the shower, started having contractions so bad, could not get out of the shower. Her dad ran in, put a bathrobe around me, picked me up, carried me to the car, put her little sister in the back seat, who was 3 at the time, and I was just screaming and hollering with pain. And her sister tapped me on the shoulder and said, "Mommy, what's wrong? What's wrong, Mommy?" Of course, I was screaming to the top of my voice with pain. We get to the hospital, went through the emergency room. They brought a wheelchair out. 1 foot, feet first, 1 foot was already out. Oh my God, that's about the truth. Oh my God. Okay, 1 foot was out. They rushed me up to labor and delivery. This is too much, Kristen. Put me on the table. The doctor said, well, there's another foot, 5 toes on both feet. She was born within, I would say, 20 minutes of us getting to the hospital. And it probably took us 20 minutes. Feet first, you're right. Hit the ground running. Isn't that what you say? Hit the ground running. Anyway, total, I guess, 20 minutes to the hospital, maybe 20 minutes after we got there. Of course, the biggest head of all the Hamptons. And, yeah. Oh, and in your little bonnet. Yeah, I tried.
Didn't work.
It did it? Anyway, tried to fancy her up.
And apparently it was rather exhausting to spend that whole 15, 20 minutes having this precious little thing.
Oh, honey, you just don't know. And I think I had to stay in the hospital about 3 days at that time. Now they send you home in 3 hours, I believe. Pretty close. But anyway, I have told this story 44 times. Today is the 45th. And I hope I have many, many more to tell. With many more years to tell the story.
You or me?
Me.
Both also.
Me.
Okay.
I won't have another 45, I can tell you that.
You
to tell
don't know
it.
that, Mama.
Well.
Listen, so I would just like to point out that this is my sister when she loved me. See, and did I not do the most flawless job of casting my sister? Because she had that, now her hair.
That's Doll Baby.
Okay,
Isn't
well,
that
it
Doll
also
Baby?
looks like my sister. See, look, watch this. Hold on. See how she got that one eye? My sister was born with a lazy eye. And this Doll Baby, it just looks just like my blonde-haired sister. Except for I cut Doll Baby's hair when I was littler. And so it was amazing. Okay, Jill Scuderi says, Mama, where do babies come from?
Oh, listen. We don't want to tell that story, do we? We don't want to tell that 8-year-old story.
It's in your
right?
other car.
Huh?
The book's in your other car.
Oh, it is, isn't it? Yeah.
If you would like to tell it, you may. But just remember that I'm just go ahead and tell it.
No, I'll use that book for another. Did I already use that book once? I don't think so. Okay, we'll use that next year.
Okay.
May 1st next year, another surprise. We got the book of where Kristen came from.
Okay, I didn't get to use all my props. I thought you were
Okay.
going to go into a little more detail about them getting me out.
Oh,
And
gosh.
I had that. And I also forgot that when I did finally come out, what they did was they just, I popped out feet
Feet first.
first, and then they probably were like,
Honey, it took them a while to get that head out, I can tell you that.
Mom. And then they probably just wrapped me up like so. And then they were like, well, here you go, ma'am, here's your precious baby.
The second little girl.
And she was so sweet.
Oh, that's a
baby.
cute little baby. Is this one of yours?
I found it in my old room.
Okay, then it's one of yours. Because
Yeah.
I think Doll Baby was the only one that Deidre was attached to.
Oh,
And we still have them
yeah.
45 years later.
Oh, listen.
Yeah, I thought,
Hold on.
squeeze her, I think she.
You ain't supposed to squeeze a baby. She when you fling her over, there we go.
Oh gosh, the squealer's about gone.
Yeah.
That thing's almost 50 years old, so.
Mommy, I gotta be telling all of everybody's business. Well, I hope that you have anything else you would like to say. Mama, that's your baby. Love on it.
Well, honey, you're a little bit bigger than this. Now, your sister wasn't this big.
My
was
sister
about
was-
this big because she weighed 4
3 pounds 7 ounces.
3'7", and you weighed
7'4".
7'4". Yeah, just about the opposite. Yeah.
Monster. Look how big my head is. Yeah. I never did think about when the feet come out first. I would think that would be easier, but then that head had to come out. I have a large head, and it was large when I was a baby.
Still is.
Well, I hope you all have enjoyed this live recreation of the moment and the day of my birth, and I hope it truly made you feel like you were there in person and could just get to enjoy that wonderful experience. I think my mother has referred to it multiple times.
Oh, many.
It's the best day of her life.
Oh, I don't. Did I say that? I have said that many, many times. I thought you were talking about how many times I've told this story. 45 today.
So who?
45.
We'd like to ask this question also. Who out of me or my sister?
Oh my God, poor doll baby.
Who is your favorite?
Oh, you always want me.
Here,
I'm not
we
going
had
there.
Two babies.
Okay.
She had 2 baby girls.
Okay.
Okay, and which one was your favorite? I'm so sorry that my phone overheated, and that's what happened, so we didn't get to say a proper goodbye. Mama, hold that baby like you love it.
Oh.
But sweet baby Kristen. Anyway, we just wanted, I hope you enjoyed that video, and we'll be sure to do it again next year. I'm in Augusta, Georgia with my mama. We were going to go over to the hospital and do this where I was born, but then we were afraid people, well, I was afraid people would see us and think it was weird. So anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have enjoyed the theatrical recreation of the day of my birth. Is there anything else you would like to say, Mommy?
Bye now.
Oh, nailed it. Y'all have a great day, and thank you for watching, and please don't forget to be nice to people, okay?
And thanks for loving Kristen.
Yeah, oh, you're so sweet, friend. Do you want to give me a cheek kiss?
Yeah.
Love you, Mommy.
Love you.
Thank you for having me out of
Happy birthday.
Thank you for having me out of your vagina. Love you. Bye now.